Welcome to Black People Love Paramore, a podcast not about the band Paramore, but about the common and uncommon interests of Black people in order to help us feel more seen. I am your co-host, Sequoia.
Ayo, and I am your co-host, Ryann.
And today we're talking about the Met Gala. But before we get into talking about the Met Gala, if you could take a second to rate and review this podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop a comment, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want to buy merch, we have several merch options down in the description box.
Yeah.
We have some Mocha Grande merch. So if you are Black and you identify as a Mocha Grande, find some good little goodies down there.
Can you identify as Black and be a Grande and still get, what if you identify? Like, can Rachel Dolezal get a Mocha Grande?
She should listen. If she want to pay me, I'll take reparations. Sure. She can buy the shirt if she would like to.
I like it.
Or if you are a 5-star bitch, like I hope we are.
Yeah. Oh my God. Just like your review should also be 5-star bitches.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like if you want to rate and review it 5 stars, that'll be great. But if you are also a 5-star bitch and you want to wear it on your body, we have shirts that say 5-star bitches, and also a pin that says 5-star bitches.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not seen this pin yet. I've seen the shirt and I have not seen the pin, so I have to look at the pins.
Yeah.
That's me. That's
Take a gandy at the pin.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Now we can talk about the Met Gala.
Le Met Gala.
You know what my favorite thing is?
That is the first Monday of May. I don't know why.
I didn't know that. Is it always the first Monday?
That's it. It's May. It's
no,
like
I didn't
May
know
Day.
That. My favorite thing is being a consumer who is very much not fashion forward and sitting back and critiquing these extremely ornate pieces of art, you know, created by these real fashion people. That's my favorite thing.
Literally, like, full on sweatpants,
like
watching on YouTube,
like
not even affording like cable to have like E News isn't on. I'm watching it on YouTube live.
Right, I'm not paying for that.
Right, yeah, I'm watching it on Twitter. Let me be honest.
Right, I'm refreshing my Twitter timeline,
and I'm like, couldn't.
I would never wear that. I would never wear that.
But you know what? We are many a community, many a person does the exact same thing every first Monday in May. So yeah, it's become a rite of passage.
100%.
And it's funny because I feel like the Met Gala has been a thing for quite a while. I'm pretty sure Anna Wintour took it over in like '99, which is what kind of made it the modern Met. Right. It's always been a fundraiser thing.
Okay.
But I feel like I don't remember it being a thing.
Yeah, until the internet.
Yeah. But I'm like, we were in, I don't even think it was like 2016. I think we were like,
that's fair.
It's like 2018, 2019 is when I think I really was like, oh, people like care about the Met.
Yeah, or is that just when we got deep enough into living in Los Angeles that we realized that people care about the Met?
In the comments, please tell me if you do not live in LA,
right?
Do you care about the Met?
Very much.
Everyone does.
You know what? That may be fair. I do think maybe everyone does. But I'm assuming we're much closer in proximity to people who care. And so people like who have been in LA for longer than us probably cared before us.
Got you.
And probably assumed that more people cared than do.
That makes sense.
Than did.
Like it is now more mainstream just because like the way the internet works. But like people in this space were always like, oh, it's Met Gala.
So whereas you say 2019, somebody else might be like 2015.
Yeah.
Like no, I've been like paying attention since like 2015. You know, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's one of the options.
Love this.
It's a household event. Watching the Met Gala carpet has definitely become a household event. We're getting closer and closer every year.
But we're getting closer and as in like we're because you're right. We've been in LA long enough and have like met people to where we're starting to know people who are like tangentially or directly like going.
I knew two people that went.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, and like I've known like at least one person that has gone like.
Gone.
Think. Like tangentially.
Did
like, I'm
Eugene
like, I think
go?
You can name me. Yes, Eugene did go.
Okay, yeah, so I do know, like, directly. That's not tangential. We directly know Eugene.
Yes, but I mean, with Eugene went maybe like 2-3 years ago.
Sure.
And I think within the year since then, I've known like one person tangentially who has gone. Or I'm like, oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So maybe one day we'll be on the carpet talking shit instead of. I mean, I want to be on the carpet dressed for the Met, not
and still talking shit.
Not on the sidelines.
I wouldn't talk shit actually.
I'd probably talk shit when I got inside.
Yeah, like when the drinks are flowing. I'm a cup of champagne. I'm like, oh my God, thank you.
You thought that was cute?
I do think it would be fun to go.
I want to go.
Yeah, cause just to see what happened. Like Ariana Grande performed last year. Honestly, for that alone, like who the fuck's in there? She sure did. That's
she performed last year.
And ... has not performed like really anywhere else since.
She hasn't.
Has she? No, I think by now she's. No, actually, I don't know.
No, I mean she performed at the Oscars.
Sorry, I don't. No shade to Wicked. Love Wicked, obviously.
That's not what you mean.
But I mean, like, I'm talking about Eternal Sunshine, Ari, and we have not got. Like, I don't think she's done.
Do you think we're getting a tour?
No,
No,
baby.
I don't think so. There's Wicked time.
Allegedly, there's an album coming out, another one, a new era. So I think we are past Eternal Sunshine. I think the deluxe is all we're getting in.
I don't like how quickly artists are starting to turn around music like that.
I agree, but I think it's just the nature of the internet.
I'm like kind of anti. Anyways,
you know who's not turning out music?
Rihanna.
And because that bitch is doing it.
Because here she is doing the Met Gala and popping out babies, popping that puss. Put it away. Use your butt.
Real. That's so real.
The particular theme of this Met.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the theme this year is Superfine.
Oh, found it. Yes.
Yes, Tailoring Black Style.
It is slaves to fashion, black dandyism, and the styling of black diasporic identity.
Which I like as a theme.
Oh, that's the book.
Yes.
That it's based on.
The theme is
Superfine, Tailoring Black Style, which you literally just said.
Right. Which is fine. No.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But yes, it is based on a book.
Yes.
About basically black diaspora fashion from slavery all the way to modern America.
Yes.
So it's gonna go through like the 80s, like the Dapper Dans of it, like and how they, because like you remember like that was like in the 80s and 90s, a lot of black designers were pushed out of high fashion.
Yeah.
And so then they would like take it and like, you know, those monogram LV everywhere. That got popularized by like the Dapper Dans of the 80s.
Yes.
And it's crazy because now the shit is high fashion.
It's high fashion. It's everywhere.
And interesting. I do appreciate that black people are finally getting their flowers in this way.
Yes.
I am curious as to how white people are going to do this theme. Like the culture vulture
you know what?
of it all.
I hadn't thought about this. Whoa.
Because the Kardashians are certainly going to be there. And
the way you say Kardashian always makes me laugh.
How do I say it?
You always say Kardashians.
I say so I'm from Missouri, and the Missouri
you say
mean
the Kardashians?
Kardashians, the Kardashians,
the Kardashians,
the Kardashians,
the Kardashians, the Kardashians. Yeah, I mean, they've been doing it their whole fucking life, so I'm sure they're well versed in dandyism and black fashion.
Of course.
Yeah, so they probably just gonna show up.
It's just like, yeah, I'm here. Hi.
They normal stylists. They're not getting a new stylist for this. They said, yeah, come on. You do what you've always been doing.
You know what I kind of want? Lean in. I want Bantu knots. I want faux locks.
Really?
No.
I mean.
But why not?
Have you not heard people say that fashion is outside of appropriation? That fashion is an art form that exists outside of that type of thing. Everything in fashion is appreciation, is what I've heard a lot of fashion people say. And
I hear that and I receive that. I do think that there are boundaries to all of that.
I agree.
And I imagine that hair is where that boundary starts to creep. Like, I think there are certain things that can kind of blur and bend, but I just think that there's still... Especially when we live in a society where people are perfect example, Zendaya, what year? I can't remember, when she had the locks, and then Julian Rancic was like, she smells like weed. Yeah. Like, I think that is a good example of like where hair can be used against you in a way that if Kim Kardashian shows up with locks, she would never get that comment. You know what I mean? But
that'd be bad.
So I do think the hair is where I would draw that line.
Where you draw that fashion line?
But I agree that like clothing, because I do think, especially in the internet era, and then also just the way you kind of have to mix and match things, that I do think it is a little bit more bendable.
A little bit of a safer space to do that. Okay, two things about cultural appropriation. One, remember a few years ago when Adele had on like that Jamaica bikini? Yes. I think it was a bikini with the Jamaican flag on it.
She did have the Bantu knots.
She had Bantu knots. And I saw like a man on the street video of people asking Jamaican people like how they felt about it. And they were just like, oh, that's so cool. Like they all were like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Like I actually really like, wow, yeah, this is so cool. Okay. And I thought that was an interesting response, one. And then it also reminded me, when One Dance came out by Drake and Controlla. And lots of people were like, oh, this is appropriation. And then it was like the biggest songs in the Caribbean.
Okay.
You know? So I'm like, is this an American thing? I'm wondering, like, is issues with appropriation, because again, as an American who feels a way about people appropriating my Black American culture, I'm wondering if that is a uniquely American thing, and if other places are like what?
I think I might take it one step further in that, like, it is an American thing, but I think specifically an African American thing, because I do think
that's fair.
So if you are like specifically, I'll just use Jamaican culture as an example, that is different than African American culture, and I do think it is. I don't want to say putting it on the map, but you are like, bringing the world to a specific thing in a way where I feel like African American culture is not. It's already mainstream in a way that I think it feels like you are stealing from us, and we get in trouble for this.
Fair.
Whereas I'm like a Jamaican flag is just like, this is pride.
That's very fair.
And so you're just being like, here's pride for this thing. And that's different than.
That's super
fair. You know
fair.
what I mean? So, but I feel you. I do. That is a curious or an interesting point. And maybe it is. I don't know. We're a little off topic.
But anyways, I am
Gala.
interested to see how white, non-black people are going to handle this thing.
Right, because I would say most of the people who attend the Met are not black.
No. Now, this time there's a lot of black people at the head of it.
Not even a lot. All. For the first time. Everyone's black.
Everyone's black at the head.
Other than Anna Wintour, obviously.
Of course.
But all the chair people.
It's Pharrell, Coleman Domingo,
A$AP Rocky.
And Lewis Hamilton.
Yes. He is certainly black. I think he's got to be biracial.
I think he's right.
That's what I mean. I was like, when I said, I was like, everyone's black, and I'm like, it made me pause. And I was I know he is, but
yeah.
And also very well dressed men.
Yes.
This is also, so this theme specifically looks at like tailoring, and it's like through the lens of like male fashion. And this is the first time male fashion has been focused since I think 2002 or 3. So this is another that's an interesting point.
I can't wait because I always feel like the men show up in like the most boring, basic shit. And this is your fucking time to turn that bitch up, okay? And I'm excited to see the girlies show up in men's fashion and like how they're gonna do it. Ooh,
and you know there's this interesting thing that's been going on in fashion in general. Like all the people who've been doing, women, I mean specifically, a lot of women who've been doing press or like their junkets, they've all been in suits lately. Have you noticed that? There's been so many suits. Oh my gosh!
Are we having a suit resurgence?
We really are. I just feel like there's been a lot of suiting in women's fashion lately, and so I am excited for that to like show up here. I think we're in a very androgynous era, and we'll get to like who are excited for this year, because there's one person I have in mind.
Okay, tell us now.
Tiana Taylor is going to eat.
Oh my god, I haven't even thought about the fact that she's going to devour. This is Harlem? Made for her.
I agree. I'm like, wow. Now I'm assuming Ryann will also kill this if she goes.
That lady pregnant.
I agree.
I don't know if that prevents her from going.
Or maybe this is the reveal. It doesn't prevent her from going. Fair. Certainly not. Right. She's done it pregnant, but
she has done it pregnant before.
I think with the first baby, who's RZA. I think is the baby. Yeah, she's done it with him. But yes, I think Tiana Taylor specifically has a very cool, edgy style that will like devour this. Also, this is just very born out of like a Harlem aesthetic that I think she will be unmatched. Easily, she's easily gonna be one of the best dressed people, like by far. Easy.
Right. Now, I wonder if we get any moments like Jason Derulo falling down the stairs in 2015. That was a really crazy moment because why is he fully upside down?
Every time I see this photo on the internet, I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was Photoshop.
I did too.
Wait, is it?
I don't think that it is.
I don't think so. I've seen it so
many times.
I've seen it so often.
Is there like video footage of this? You're right. I actually
they don't be taking video at the Met like that.
Oh, I guess you're right. I don't know why. Maybe he was doing a dance. Ooh. Maybe he was like mid dance and fell. I don't know the backstory behind this.
That seems plausible. That feels very plausible to me, Jason. And it's all the security around him trying to catch him, and him literally being fully upside down.
And what would they do? Like I feel like Jason Derulo's got to be 6'3". I'm not catching this big ass man.
This is big nigga. Right.
Oh my God.
Who are you most excited to see? Tiana.
I think Tiana will do well. Zendaya and Law are gonna do great. They're gonna kill it. I am curious. I mean, Anna is usually boring, or not boring. She's just very fashion, and it's like it is safe. Not safe. It's simple fashion. Yeah. So I'm curious as to what she'll do with this theme. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen her in a suit, and I wonder if she will switch. She's good for a dress, and I'm curious if she will like lean in and do like some fashion or suiting, because the theme for the dress code is tailored for you, right, which is a little different. So hopefully things are fitting well.
Right, I really do hope that the girls.
Who are you excited for?
I think I'm excited for Doja Kat, assuming she's invited this year. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Assuming she's invited this year, I'm excited for her. I did like her look last year. I think that was last year, right? Yeah, her 2024 look where she showed up in that wet t-shirt.
Oh,
I really like
she
that.
was good.
Yeah.
It took me a minute for it to really hit for me. I didn't like it immediately.
I remember you not liking it. Yeah.
But then once I because she's like, so last year's theme was the Garden of Time. Yeah. And it's like very much giving sculptures, like the Venus de Milo. Yes. And I'm like, the art of it all, I do love. Yeah. So I was like, all right,
you are actually an art boy. I'm literally just like, do I visually like it or not? That's my general take on it.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think, is there anybody? I'm excited about Coleman Domingo, of course.
I agree.
Aren't we all?
I think all four chairmen. Because even Louis, or is it Louis or Louis?
Louis, but I jokingly call him Louis, but
he's French, Louis. So I assumed it was Louis. Is he French? Did I make that up?
I think you made that up.
I don't think that's true. Google that. He's British, so I'm close.
Yeah, he's British.
Britain and France are like sisters. They're cousins.
I don't think they're.
They are neighbors. They are neighbors,
certainly.
And so
they are neighbors. I was gonna say I'm excited for Lil Nas X. Did you know that he's in the hospital?
Yes.
You did. Oh,
you
weren't excited about Lil Nas X.
I don't. I'm not.
I just hit a bunch of buttons. I hope I didn't do nothing. I don't know. Sound, whatever. I don't think. Oh, that's just audio. Anyways.
Sorry. I know he's in the hospital. I'm not. I know something is wrong with me. When I saw it, I thought he was being funny, and I hate that. My first thought was like, oh, this is a bit.
Oh my god.
Is it not a bit? I'm not sure that it's not.
I don't want to say that it's not. I don't want to say it's not. I don't think. I hope he's fine.
All of the above. I pray that this young man is well.
Yes.
I just assumed that he was joking.
Right. Obviously, I'm excited to see all the main girls. Obviously, Rihanna. Obviously, Zendaya.
Sure.
Now, quiet as it's kept. I don't like these people, but I am excited to see Kim.
Oh,
I'm excited to see Kim. She usually be doing looks for me.
It's her job.
Yeah,
this is her job.
That's her only job. Her only job, and she does that one.
This and selling Teslas is her job.
Oh my god, her from that fucking Tesla robot.
I'm excited to see if Ariana and Cynthia Erivo are still on this fucking Wicked press tour. Like, I wonder, because the second one's coming out.
I'm so tired.
I agree. But I think that they're going to be like back.
I really do think that I genuinely also think that they're going to still be on the press tour. But I did see that Cynthia has an album coming out soon. Did you see that?
I did. I saw the cover. It looks like it's from 2012. I'm half kidding. Rude. I'm not wrong.
And it does sound like it too, because I heard a little
recession pop.
I heard a little. It's not even pop. It's like pure R&B.
Oh, okay.
Sounding to me, at least from the snippet that I heard. And it just was, it was like,
she has a great voice.
You have a great voice.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
Yeah. So I don't know, because she has an album coming out, it maybe gives me hope that they're gonna lay the Wicked thing for a second, lay it down for a second, just a second.
That's fair.
Because the second one doesn't even have a date. I mean, it does.
Yes, it does.
It's Thanksgiving, isn't it, or something?
Yeah. I agree. I think we can give it a beat and do something else, but they have been attached at the hip, and hey, I get it. That Oscar, they are coming for that Oscar. So
are they?
I think they're trying. The campaign hasn't stopped, and not that they don't deserve. I believe they're great.
Our girl, that Eternal Sunshine short film was her coming for an Oscar too.
And I don't know why they said that.
So they say, I think somebody lied. I
believe Ariana Grande will get an Oscar. It will not be for that.
100%. Right. Definitely wouldn't be for that. And she knew that.
I guess, also speaking of the Met, we were talking about this a little bit before. It is a fundraiser every year for the fashion exhibits in the Met Gallery. Did you know that? So obviously you have to pay for a plate. It is $70,000 per plate. Period. A table, I believe, is like $340,000. So all these people. They're paying to be there.
What?
Yes. Oh my God, it's very expensive to be there.
What?
That said, so obviously celebrities are probably not paying because designers are
sending them. Yeah. Right. You're like, do you want to go? Yes, with us.
Right.
I remember a few years ago, we were mentioning a couple people that we know: Jackie, Ina, Eugene Lang.
The YouTube
is that Eugene's last name?
Yi Lang, I believe so.
Yang.
Yeah. Wow.
Eugene Yang.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube invited them.
Yeah.
I'm like, YouTube got that type of money?
Yes, Google.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Okay.
It's Google.
All right. I mean, yeah, that makes sense for sure.
But
But yeah, like so brands can send people.
They do.
Yeah.
And oftentimes you'll see like celebrities walking with the designer who is dressing them. And that's so like Loewe, for instance, will have a table and then they'll be like, here's all the people who are coming with us. So often you'll see like them walking in groups or like they come in at the same time because they're with the designer.
Got it.
But the other fun fact about that is even if you spend $340,000, you still have to send your guest list in, and Anna Wintour can go, no thanks. She has to approve every
And you know,
person.
Anna gives picky to me.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is Anna's astrological sign? Let me see.
Oh wait, can we guess?
Yes,
You're gonna know.
I'm gonna let me guess before.
My heart wants to say Virgo, but I feel like it's too on the nose.
Virgo, I would guess Taurus as a secondary option.
I'm gonna say Sagittarius.
Taurus is like known for their aesthetics, and they're also known for like being stubborn. So it's like that kind of gives like, and they're also known for like being comfortable. So if you like,
oof. Wow.
Yeah, like that's like Taurusy.
You're describing Anna Wintour because she is very much obviously visual, and she's like, because part of why she wears those sunglasses is because she never wants people to see her sweat. So she's like, it's like a shield.
Yeah.
She literally will say that.
Yeah. Okay. And then she's not a Gemini. That doesn't make sense. Cancer doesn't make sense for her. Leo.
Perhaps.
Now Leo makes some sense.
I could see that.
So we got a pin in Taurus. We got a pin in Leo.
I'm gonna say Sagittarius. I'm gonna throw a wild card.
You're gonna say Sagittarius. Yeah. Virgo is an offshoot, not a Libra. No. Okay. I'm gonna go with one of those Taurus or Libra or Leo.
I'm gonna say Sagittarius just because I feel like The Devil Wears Prada is loosely, allegedly based on her, and that kind of chaotic energy gives Sag.
We're so wrong, child.
What is it?
We're so wrong.
Oh my God, is it an emotional water sign?
It's a water sign.
Tell me, I don't know.
It's Scorpio.
Whoa, honestly, kind of also makes sense. Kind of also makes sense.
No, it does, right?
Like,
it does.
There's a bite to that.
Yeah, and also a mystery to that too. Let me make sure that it's Scorpio, right?
Wow. You could probably,
Scorpio. Yeah.
Okay, come on, Scorpio Queen.
Scorpio Queen. Yeah, you can never see into her eyes, never see into her soul. Blocks that out.
Yeah.
Stay back.
At a distance.
Arm's distance. You will actually know nothing about me.
So mysterious.
Yeah,
in fact,
I actually don't know anything about Anna Wintour. Do you?
I listened to a podcast on her life. She like she has a very she like comes from like a news family. Like her dad was also a journalist. So like
she's a journalist.
I mean, yes, editor-in-chief of Vogue. So yes.
Okay, when you become editor-in-chief of a fashion magazine, for some reason, I didn't necessarily think that you had to be a journalist. I thought you had to be like fashiony. But I guess like you had to be like a fashion person, like almost like a designer.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying because you have to have an eye.
Yeah.
But they do report on like
that totally makes sense as well that she had to be a reporter at some point.
I would describe her as a journalist. I don't know. Now
I would have never called her a journalist a day in my life. Not saying that she isn't. It's just not how I would think to describe her at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, entire guest list, no matter how much you paid, she can be like, no. And in fact, she often suggests, like, she's like, because it's like you have to have like, I think there are like 3 pillars. Like it's buzz, aesthetic, like you have to be buzzworthy. There's like aesthetic, and there's something else that there are like 3 things that I forget. I should have. But yeah, and so like she'll be like, these are the people you should probably dress. Wow. And if you are wanting to continue to come to the Met Gala, you'll be like, correct.
You will take my recommendations.
Also, in terms of the red carpet, sorry, I guess I know a lot about the fucking Met Gala.
I like it. Yeah.
They have time slots. Generally, they'll be like, this is the time you're allowed to arrive, and most of the time they will arrive with their designer. And allegedly, this is like a rumor, the only 2 people who can arrive whenever they want, Beyonce and Rihanna.
Period.
Yeah, they're like, they are allowed to, whenever they are ready to come, they come. Because Rihanna was supposed to go last year, and last minute was like, sorry,
I can't make it. Sorry, I'm sick. Wow. Imagine telling Anna Wintour you cannot make it.
And still being invited.
Right. And Anna being like, okay, we'll see you next year, hon. Don't worry. Okay, some of the looks.
Yes.
Some of the good looks. So we have Zendaya's 2018 Versace look, her Joan of Arc look. So she has kind of like armor, like metal armor on, and a red bob.
Fuck ass bob.
With bangs. Yes, a fuck ass bob with short red bangs as well.
I like it. I'm trying to remember the theme. That was like godly. Was that like...
I don't know what that theme is.
I believe it was like Heavenly Bodies.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was like
yeah,
that
yeah,
year.
Yeah.
And so again, do I think this is the best Zendaya has ever looked? No. I think she aced the assignment, and I think for what it was, it is a very good look. And also, I say that like Zendaya's never going to look bad.
Ever,
so like, like even Zendaya's
bad looks are like better than most people's good looks.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So like, yes,
bad in comparison to herself.
But I like it. I like the structure, and I think theme wise, correct. Aced. A+.
Right. Yeah. Not mad at that at all. And then we have the queen of the Met, Ryann.
Oh, God, yeah.
Herself. She has the obvious iconic yellow pizza.
Okay, don't call it a pizza.
I don't like this look.
I know. I love it.
A lot of people love this one.
It's so silly in the best way.
This like doesn't get me silly. That's the whole. I don't know. Something I just
maybe
it looks too earnest.
I guess silly is the wrong word. It's just so dramatic.
It is dramatic. It
like
is really drama.
Old Hollywood glamour.
It really does. And then being yellow kind of is like confusing because old Hollywood would not have been yellow, you know?
Right.
So it's like, which is not bad. Again, it just throws me. I don't like this look.
The theme that year was like China. It was like something Chinese. It was like something. And so I think that is probably where the yellow comes in.
Okay.
Like,
but
that
I'm
makes
with
sense.
you.
It's like on theme, but I understand what you're saying.
And then her Heavenly Bodies look.
I thought it was cute.
She has like a silver
papal hat. How do you say Pope?
Like a hat. Yeah, from like a Pope hat. Mm-hmm. And a matching jacket and a little mini dress type situation.
I don't like that it's a mini dress. I don't know why.
I don't know that I love that it's a mini dress either, although it looks good. Like, I'm like, yes, that look works. But I'm like, correct. I don't know.
Part of me feels like I would have just preferred it be a robe. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish the dress was not there. The robe was just there. You have a belt or something to close the robe, and then we just have a leg popping out.
I agree.
I don't like the dress, but
her 2021 look.
Was that the black thing?
It's the black. It's like the all black. It's kind of puffy.
What was that theme? I don't remember.
I have no clue what any of these themes are, child. I don't know nothing about the theme. But none compare to her 2017 Comme des Garçons look, where she's giving very much Gwen Stefani cultural appropriation tease.
Very Harajuku girl.
Oh, I love that look.
I think that there are people who are known for their fashion, and then there are people who are like so talented.
Yes.
Ariana Grande is so talented.
Now, we were just talking about this. Okay, there are some people, again, whose talent carries them, and there's other people that are Rihanna.
Right.
And I'm not upset at either.
I agree.
I love Rihanna and I love Ariana Grande.
Correct.
As well, for totally different reasons.
And while we're here. So here's the thing. That said, never looked good at the fucking Met Gala. She has not. I don't think. Looking back through all of her looks, I think she always looks okay at best. And I'm like, it's not good. I think the best thing that has ever given us to the Met is when she got into that fight and gave us head. I think that is the best thing that ever. Because the fight where she walks up the elevator, that is from the Met Gala.
You're joking.
No, I think that is the only thing.
I had no clue that was from the Met.
I think that is the only thing she has ever given us from the Met.
Whoa, shocked.
Yeah. That was and I guess thinking timeline wise, I guess that was early, but that was a party.
Yeah, because that came out in 2016.
Yeah.
So you're telling me in the Met Gala?
I mean, they were in an elevator, but
beating up.
Is that really what his?
No,
oh, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, that was leaving a Met event. Certainly the Met Gala the night of. I believe it was the actual Met Gala.
That's nice.
In the elevator, correct. So yeah,
the way that nothing has ever really concretely come out about what the fuck happened still blows my mind almost a decade later. Them NDAs must be tight. And airtight.
And I bet the bodies are everywhere.
Telling you. I'm telling you. The
bodies are everywhere.
That's crazy.
But yes, I think I will stand on that.
Someone else who has never looked good at the Met, in my opinion, is one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I don't want the that's coming from me.
I agree. And so I would argue. Sorry, I didn't mean you.
No, go for it.
Because I think, to me, is fine.
Yeah.
I don't think she looks. That's not true. Sorry, she has looked bad a couple times.
There have been a couple times where she did look bad.
But I think in general, it's not good.
I agree.
And I think she makes a lot of lists where I'm like, okay,
no, right.
Your name is carrying.
Yeah, right.
No.
She looks bad. She actively looks bad.
Yeah.
At the Met Gala quite often. Most times. I mean, I can't think of a time when she didn't look bad. But to be fair, her rival also looks bad 100% of the time to me at the Met Gala.
I'm with you.
I'm like, nope. That's a miss.
I didn't like. I I feel like I have my body is like rejecting the thought that she has always looked bad. I think
I do think there's one time where she looks like, good. Let me see.
Yeah, like saying that I'm like, ooh, that feels wrong. Mm-hmm. But you're right. Most of the time I'm like, no. Like even last year I was like, I don't get this. It was like the black.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what?
The
she
red.
Has one that red.
The one
That's
the fight.
exactly
the year of the fight.
That's
the year of the fight
of
was
the fight. That's the exact sole time that she has looked good. Literally every single other time, and even that makes me itch. I'm looking at it. Even the image makes me itch, but she does. I feel like objectively look pretty good.
Yeah. There's something about it that I'm like trying to get a better angle of it. I think it is triggering like not tryptophobia, but something adjacent.
Something adjacent, definitely.
But I do like it. And you know what's crazy to me? I will say she misses at the Met, but I don't think she misses
often. That's fair.
I think she also looks good in general. Now that other one, around the clock, missing. Misses on misses.
Not a hit.
No,
in decades.
And I'm trying to think
of a hit decades ago, and I can't.
I think a lot of okays.
Yeah, max.
I think maybe once in a while, like right, cute.
Right now, you know who I think is going to do this thing well? Who else is Janelle Monáe?
Oh,
she's gonna kill this if she's invited. Is Janelle Monáe invited to these types of things always?
I imagine she's one of those people who like sure can,
right?
Because she's like I would put her in the same camp as like a Tiana Taylor, where like you are a fashion girl,
right?
And so some designer is like you.
Anna Wintour invited her. She thought of for this theme.
Correct.
She's like, definitely,
that's someone you can dress.
Definitely,
correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dress them; they will be good for this.
Are
there any? I'm sorry. Do you have what's up?
Go.
Are there any influencers you think are going to make it this year? I would love to see Any Given Sunday. I don't know if you know her.
The fuck is that?
Any is a TikToker.
Is it spelled E-N?
E-N-I.
I feel like
she's a TikToker, a black girl. Killer outfits. Does not motherfucking miss.
Oh, she's very pretty. Wow.
Ever does not motherfucking miss. Would love to see any kill a Met Gala, and I do think they're starting to invite like influencers. That's seeming to be a thing, and I can definitely see any on that list.
Looking at her, beautiful girl. I also think, given the theme, this would make sense to like tap into black influencers. Yes. And I feel like, why not? Like she is just a very, very pretty girl.
Yes.
And while we're on the topic of influencers, people get upset about that, and I'm like, but like that's kind of where culture is going. Yeah. And like these are celebrities,
it's
like they are becoming the new type of celebrity. So like, why not? I think. Don't be weird about them going. Like it's fine, especially if they go and kill the look. Because I'm like,
and I
think she would
turn them motherfucking looks.
Beautiful girl.
Out. Look at this.
Oh, she's also a camp. I mean, this is camp. I'm looking at a photo of her. Yes. This isn't camp. This is actually culture.
It is culture. It's culture.
I'm sorry. I thought this was a blonde wig. What I'm looking at is a head wrap. I am sorry. That's my fault.
I'm screaming.
You look great. I do think she would kill this. Is this for Vogue? What is this for? No, it's a wedding.
She's just a fashion girl.
A Yoruba wedding. Okay.
Wait, keep scrolling. I'm sorry. Actually, keep scrolling. Please. I just love Annie's
style.
Yeah, she looks fucking great all the time. Like, what are these?
Really, what are these pieces? What are we wearing?
A star. Anyway,
she is. I also love that she's finding. So okay. Oh wow. What I also hope to see. Other influencers, I'm assuming Emma Chamberlain will be there.
I was thinking Emma Chamberlain's going to be present.
Rocks. Like, there's a couple of people who are like kind of always there. But with this theme, I do hope that they tap into black influencers and bring them in.
That would be great because think about. I feel like influencers are more likely to get dragged for participating in this particular theme than a celebrity is. You know,
you want people to get dragged?
No. I'm just saying like non-black influencers, like a Bretman Rock showing up on theme might not bode super well for his image in a way that doesn't affect a celebrity. Right.
Like influencer can be more cancelable than there's no canceling Kim Kardashian. Like she literally can't do anything. You can't cancel her.
Whereas Bretman show up really on theme, people gonna be like,
it could ruin him, but I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be fine too. He also
is he's very much like woke is the wrong word because that's so. But you know what I mean? He's like an ally in a lot of ways. Like I don't think he would. He's ally.
Have you seen that TikTok?
No, but I love it.
Where it's like what is it? It's like, I'm gay and this is my friend Alicia. She's an ally. Say hi. And she'd be like, hi, I'm an ally. Ally.
I love it.
It's really funny. I love it.
I also just hope we see more black designers.
Yeah. I'm
at this.
Positive. We'll see lots of that.
Hope.
We better.
I agree, but I mean, obviously there's gonna be like, I believe Louis Vuitton is in. I don't know if they're like tangentially a chair because of Pharrell. So the big houses are gonna be there, but I'm like, definitely. I don't know. There's just like smaller brands I think will be fun. Martine Rose will be fun. Who?
Hanifa.
I'm not familiar.
That's a black designer.
Oh, fun.
Like, yeah, they make like wedding dresses and stuff too, but they have just like formal and like less formal black fashions.
Black fashions. A fashion show with no fashions. How dreadful. You didn't watch Housewives, did you?
Sure didn't. Babe.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know what? But yes, because this is a theme that is so suiting for men, I also hope men turn out. Coleman Domingo obviously is going to look really well because we've been listing a lot of like women who I'm. Now that I'm looking at the list, are all the boys that like we can reference are white?
Barry Keoghan.
Oh,
Usher, Harry Styles.
I don't.
Kid Cudi. ASAP, of course.
Oh yeah.
Timothée Chalamet. I'm excited
Chalamet
to
will
see what he
kill
looks
it
like.
because also Timothy, he surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, like fucks with niggas.
Oh yeah.
So I think he also will do really well in this.
Yes.
I'm like very excited for that.
Yes.
Do you think him and Kylie will walk together?
Probably. They've been showing up to things together lately.
Yeah, they were just at Coachella together. Kind of crazy.
They were at Coachella together. He took her to one of the award shows.
I
yeah, I don't remember
was
which
it the
one.
Oscars? No, it wasn't the Oscars. It was
I think he did take her to the Oscars, but he like had his mom sit front row and had her sit behind, or they swapped throughout the night or some shit like that. But
I love this.
And then if Gaga is going,
I wonder if she will because she's like balls deep. So because she had a theme that was so up her alley. She was there for camp, and I feel like her camp was fine. Like the way
pink one.
Yeah, that pink is camp, and it was like the camp she hit the theme in terms of like. Because the way she did it, the performance was the camp, but the looks themselves were very like,
sure, right. Sure. I'm looking right now. It's like her. She like
it was a big poofy dress,
and then she takes it off to reveal a black dress, and takes it off to reveal a small pink dress, and then takes it off to reveal
Gaga
underwear. Right. Yeah. And like very Gaga. She is camp. Essentially, what she's saying is, I am camp.
And I'm like, correct.
This is Gaga's theme.
You're not.
Like, yes.
Right. So yeah, I feel like she had a good theme. I don't know. I think actually she probably would also do. Sorry, Gaga is also fashioned in a way that's like this is art. So I think she would also do well at the same. But she's like ball deep in mayhem, and I don't know that this would fit.
It doesn't, but like put something down.
Schedule and theme.
I'm excited to see. You know what? You know she does love to do drag. Gaga loves a drag moment. Now, if she pulls up...
As what's his name? What was that man's name?
I don't remember, but I know exactly what you're talking about. The man that she kept playing repeatedly.
I can't... He was everywhere. He was
everywhere. He played the piano. At award shows, he was in the UNI music video.
Yeah, he congratulated Jay-Z when they found out they were playing Blue Eyes.
Yes.
I forget this man.
She's like, or Gaga's in the crowd as this nigga.
BMAs.
Like, hold on, she has to show up.
That's fun.
Has to show up. In fact, one of the themes of the Met needs to be drag at some point. Like a drag theme.
Interesting.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What you think?
I could... Something about me is resistant to that. I don't know how men would do it. So, no, that's my thing. They would do it poorly. No, I think most men would not commit to drag. And I'm like, don't do it. Then don't go. If you're not going to go...
That was the whole point, you know?
I agree.
Like at a baseline, put on a kilt.
Yeah, but I'm like,
I know they don't. Right. But I feel like a lot of men wouldn't even.
And I feel like, and I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. The wrong men would. Because you know Billy Porter.
Oh. I was talking about Billy Porter too.
You know.
Billy's 2019 look.
Oh God, was that Heavenly Figures? What was the theme? I don't remember.
I don't know what this was.
I remember this look. This is the golden.
But essentially, it's the golden look where Billy has a bunch of men carry him on a throne.
Sure.
Into the Met Gala, and all the men are wearing no shirts.
Sure. And
gold pants, and Billy has on, an entire gold.
This is also camp. This is from the year camp as well.
Too?
Yeah.
Is this camp?
Right. Again, like the performance of it. ...
And it's not even, this is honestly too on brand for Billy. Like, this is too
It's
earnest.
not cute for you.
Right, it's too earnest. Like, I'm like, no.
I believe that if you could enter every room this way,
yeah, hello. It was not fucking weird for you to enter every room like that. You simply would. Also, I don't like ASAP's
that fucking blanket.
Right.
I forget what this was. Was this Heavenly
What year
Gardens?
was this? In 2021, ASAP Rocky wore what looks like a patch quilt.
Yeah.
Like a blanket.
It was In America Fashion's Lexicon. American Independence.
Yeah, I don't like this. It looks like a patchwork quilt, and he literally just has it wrapped around him.
It looks like he literally was like, oh, I have to go, and I'm just grabbing a blanket.
He's like, Rihanna want to go, like, okay, I wasn't prepared, like, let me go ahead and grab a blanket and wrap it around me, we'll call it fashion. I'm ASAP Rocky. And now he is a chair.
So maybe it worked.
So
maybe that's what who am I?
We don't understand.
Maybe we don't get it. Oh, fashion.
Maybe I'm not a fashion.
Maybe we should just go grab blankets and run.
Hello?
I know people joke about sneaking into the Met. I would never, because I'll be afraid that I would love to go, and so I would never want to be banned, and so I would never sneak in.
But would you be banned? Like, how would they know you? You know what I mean? Like, how you know me to ban me?
But I mean, if I tried to sneak in and failed, you would be banned.
Oh,
I imagine, and so I don't think I would want to risk that.
I guess, but like, how would they know you? If you tried to sneak in and fail.
I mean, like years later, if I then tried to go, I think they would be like, no.
That's the same man that tried to get.
Correct. Yeah, that's more of what I mean. I would never want to ruin a future chance of
it's kind of giving like a story.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Does Sierra go to the Met Gala?
I'm sure she has. I can't think of the time she has been.
I can't remember a time that she has been either. Barry Keoghan looked pretty.
Whatever. He looked like the Mad Hatter.
He did look like the Mad Hatter in 2024.
Was Sabrina Carpenter there?
She had to be, right? I don't remember her look at all.
Sierra has gone to the Met a couple times.
Yes.
I don't remember these looks at all.
And then FKA Twigs. Ooh,
FKA
Twigs did look good.
I am curious as to how she will do this, if she can, because wow.
She can't get into the fucking country
so
right now. Her team didn't do her paperwork enough for her visa
for Coachella
and for any of her North American shows.
The way I would look at my team and go, what do you? Certainly I am misunderstanding what you're saying.
Somebody
is getting fired. Hey. Because what do you mean? I literally.
It was her first fucking. Oh, it wasn't her first Coachella. She performed at Coachella in like 2014.
But she was like a bigger name.
But now she's like FKA Twigs.
And this is the first time she's been in North America touring in a minute. No,
from
what I remember. I just can't. I can't imagine being on a musician's team.
Bitch.
And I just don't, like, we're doing Coachella. What do you mean we didn't find them? What do you mean? I could not fathom you saying that to me.
And this is the one time when if I'm a celebrity, I'm turning this bitch out. Genuinely, I'm trying to, like, keep it cute, trying to not act like a diva, trying not to be, like, the celebrity in the room in general. Right now, when y'all fucking up my money and my opportunities, I'm turning this bitch up.
I agree. I legitimately, the anger I feel. Like, I could not even know where you're in this scenario.
There's no world, like, I'm Naomi Campbell throwing cell phones.
I agree. Fired. You being fired is the minimum.
Baseline, okay?
You're baseline fired.
Baby ass minimum.
I'm at least attempting to lay hands on you.
Hello?
Hello,
because now I think that you hate me. Like, you're standing in the way of my progress legitimately. Like,
I just can't fathom. What do you mean? I could not imagine being in that room because I would, as a joke, I would be like, oh, this isn't a funny joke, but I assume you all are joking. Like,
you must be joking. Like, I'm not really amused, but like,
ha ha ha. Anyways, so when is the PJ leave?
Hand me my visa.
Right? Like, I don't understand.
Now.
Yeah, I have to hurt you.
Insane.
But yeah, so she won't be at Met, but I think she.
That fucking sucks. You know who looks really good in 2024 is Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
I really like this look.
I
know people did not love this look. I love this shit.
I like the reference. It is the reference to like the Eve eating the apple. I forget who's the artist, but it's a very famous painting. And
Eve eating the apple. She has on like branches coming out of her head that kind of look like antlers, but it's not antlers, it's branches. And then there's a net draped over those antlers, and she also has twigs coming up the bodice of her dress, going up her neckline, kind of. And then she has. Is that supposed to be an apple in her hand? It looks like a rose.
Is it?
That looks like a
rose. It is a rose. Yeah. I took it to be an apple, but you're right. It is in packaging.
She has a rose in her hand, but it's very tan, and I just like it. It's beautiful to me. That's art to me. This is my.
I'm with you.
I'm not a real abstract art type girl. You know? I say, yeah.
I agree with you.
Give me that straightforward.
It looks like a painting.
You're like, it's very painting. Okay.
I think an attempt at something very similar that did not hit.
Yeah.
Lizzo from last year.
Oh, what did Lizzo look like last year?
Silly.
Can you describe it for the people?
So she's wearing like a bodycon type of dress. It's not bodycon, but it's like a form-fitting dress that like drapes out at the bottom that creates like this like it's like a tree. It's the best way to describe it. It's like there's roots going down, and then she has similar to Lana Del Rey like a headpiece that goes up that looks like roots are sprouting from her head, and it has like flowers in it. It just misses the mark. I think the wiring to create this image looks silly.
It's
like it's woody and like colors wise it works.
Yes.
I just think the structure is bad.
Oh yeah, this is not good. That didn't do it for me.
It's similar to Lana Del Rey's, but I feel like Lana executed it much better.
Yes. I definitely agree with that. And then we have Jared Leto, who has on like a red priest type outfit type situation going on.
Sure, that was camp. That was the year he was camp. So he brought. No, it's not a priest head. It's his head. He came with.
And then he has his head.
Correct.
He has. I think it's the priest looking outfit, like the,
yes,
blood red priest looking coat situation.
Oh, what's this heavenly bodies?
And then he has his own head as his purse or like accessory.
Yeah, Jared Leto's known to because he also came as like the year when they were celebrating.
He came as the cat.
Yeah, for Karl Lagerfeld. He came as his cat.
He came as the cat.
Chopin.
Yeah, Chopin.
You know who else? There are like new people who are like new-ish to the scene. And I think executed it well.
Mm-hmm.
Tyla. She was the Sands of Time.
Tyla.
Insane.
So fucking good.
I think it might be my favorite from last year.
That definitely was my favorite.
Think it was my favorite. It is beautiful.
Who the fuck dressed Tyla? Let's see.
It is beautiful. Actually, I don't know who did this.
Then kind of Sandman with her sand texture.
Balmain.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's great.
And this hourglass purse, like she looks.
It's great.
I cannot move on, but you know what? See, now here I am being like a semi-hater, I'm not being a hater, but I'm wondering how much of this is because of her body.
Yes and no. Well, or like, because you're right. I think that her being very thin makes this just kind of like also like it lends to the sands of timey of it all.
Yeah.
I also just feel like I think this is where it just comes together so well.
Uh-huh.
That like I agree that her being thin makes it also work, and I don't think it could work on anyone.
Right.
But I think it is executed so well.
It is executed really.
And like it's so on theme in a way. Because like, I believe the theme was Garden of Time. It is such an abstract way to think, or it's on the nose but not. Like I feel like it is. I feel like it does it so well that like you are not wrong. That I think her being beyond tiny is.
You know, like the body always bodies on Tyler real bad.
Correct. Yeah.
Like if this were on somebody who weren't as body forward, would it?
Correct. Because they painted this onto her effectively.
Like it looks like it doesn't even look like she has on a dress. And then we have Elle Fanning 2024. She has on like a translucent dress with. She kind of looks like an ice sculpture with two birds, two ice sculptured birds on each end of the shoulder, pulling the dress upward a little bit.
That's fun. It's like a water fountain.
I do like it. Yeah, very water. Exactly.
There's this model. Oh, here she is. Is her name Enoch? Anoki.
Who is that? Let me see.
Anoki is like she's a model, I believe. Also, just a very stunning girl. I love this dress on her. She's wearing like this almost like it's like a crystal nude illusion. So like it starts at the top looking nude and then goes down. It's just crystals. She's just a beautiful girl in general.
She looks fantastic.
She's another one of like I will say new to me. I'm sorry. I know kids right now. I've noticed her in the last couple of years, and I think she also just generally is a stunning person. Yeah. I think I'm excited to see how she does this.
I agree. Now something that I feel like happens often at the Met Gala that I want to stop happening. People's dresses won't be bad, but the styling, their hair and makeup will fuck everything up. So, an example of that is Sydney Sweeney. I don't even know what year this is. The Garden year. She has on an icy blue Miu Miu gown. And it's pretty. Like, the gown is really pretty. But then she has on black leather gloves and a black short bob. I've never even seen Sydney Sweeney with black hair.
Agreed.
And this was not the moment for it. I understand the attempt at juxtaposition because obviously that had to be what was going on here because it's so glaring and it just doesn't look good.
I feel like it also was just so hard against the brand that is Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
That feels like
I thought that was Billie Eilish.
I was just about to say that she looks like Billie Eilish.
I literally thought it was Billie Eilish.
Yeah, it is a hard departure from the brand, and I feel like. Yeah, I think, especially with something like Garden, and maybe that was why, because I feel like Garden could lend so well to being a blonde in the Garden.
You know?
So maybe she was like, I want to edge it up, but I miss for me. The
so unnecessary to edge this, you know?
The dress is pretty.
And another example of that is Ray's 2024 look as well. She wore a Fendi gown, and it was silver. It had, strings coming down off of it everywhere. And the dress itself, I wouldn't love regardless, but then paired with the hair and makeup,
feels like an afterthought.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, like she has the hair that she always has. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't seem like anybody thought about what her hair was going to look like in regards to this dress. Like it's like, put Ray's hair on her.
Right.
And it's like...
And with this, sometimes I wonder, because like Ray is also still kind of like up and coming, and I do wonder if there's a level of... you said this was Gucci? Fendi. So because like Fendi, she's probably at the Fendi table. Mm-hmm. They're like, we're gonna dress her, and I wonder if it's one of those things where it's like, we pull this piece for you, put it on, and then she just has her team do her hair and makeup, as opposed to like Anoki's just right next to her. Anoki is like, oh, we pulled this dress and made it for you to go out and walk in this thing for us, and so I do wonder how much of it is like an afterthought.
That's fair, because it certainly appears to be an afterthought. And again, this is what I'm talking about. If I were invited to the Met Gala, I already know. I wouldn't know where to start with how to look good, you know? Yeah. Like, I'll maybe have an idea what I want it to look like, but I wouldn't know how to get from brain to concept.
Sure.
You know? As a normal person.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I look at people who are more up and coming, like maybe a Ray, I don't know if Ray is still considered up and coming, but maybe at this time, or, some other people that are in here, I'm like, oh, you look confused. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. And I know that I would also look like that. Yeah. If somebody invited me to the Met right now, I'd be like, fuck. I don't know where to start.
And also when it, if you were like into fashion in a very general way.
Yeah.
Because I imagine if you were I think I remember that interview where Zendaya was like, oh, fashion was like an intentional.
Yeah.
So she probably could do that because she had that way. But I think most people probably look at fashion as like I like this to look cute.
It. I want to look good. Right. Not
you wouldn't know, I don't know what designers to even think about.
I don't know what designers to think about. I don't know how to hit this theme in a way that is art and and like
especially the Met because it is it's not even just like looking good, it is like specific,
right? So I feel for the up and coming girls who get their invite to the Met, maybe their one and only invite to the Met,
true,
and then they don't, because it's hard to turn to look like this,
and also there's so much pressure on it,
pressure.
It's very Hunger Games capital
100%. Now, contrary to the popular dominant thoughts, I really liked Kim K's Marilyn Monroe dress last year.
Was that last year?
Oh no, that was 2022. That was a long time ago. Damn, that was a long time
ago. I know. Time. What is time?
That's crazy. Yeah, and I really like Kim bleach blonde like that too. I think the makeup looks good, the hair looks good, the dress looks good. Like, this is how you pull a cohesive look to me, especially when you're not. Because Kim, the Kardashians in general, they're not fashion girls.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They always look good.
Sure.
But they are not fashion girls. And this is still aligned with that. Where it's like, this is not a fashion girl, but it is archival.
Right.
It does make sense. And it looks good. Period.
And people got upset about, no, I don't understand why people are upset. Like, in theory, I understand why you're angry that she's wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress.
I still don't understand why people are upset.
If you didn't know, I don't believe you knew. Had she not have been stated that this is Marilyn Monroe's dress, you wouldn't have known.
You would not have known.
And you wouldn't have cared.
Imagine how many people wear dresses that were previously worn by XYZ person. You pull from the archive. Of course, you think you're the only person that's ever worn that archival piece? You think they literally retired it after Marilyn Monroe?
Stop.
Okay, you knew somebody else was going to wear it eventually. And of course, it's fucking Kim Kardashian. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe reincarnated.
And then on top of that, I think people don't give the Kardashians, specifically I would say Kim, enough credit to where I think she also has a reverence for it, and so I don't think she'll be wearing it. She would be like, I know what I am doing. Yes. I'm making sure this is cared for.
She asked for it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she is wearing it haphazardly.
Right.
And I feel like people should respect that.
Right.
I don't. This is and I don't mean this in a shady way. This is literally her job.
Right.
So I
for
think
Kim,
she's okay.
her body is fashion. More than what she puts on her body.
Correct.
because I'm even thinking about her. What year is this other look that she has?
Was it the drippy?
Yeah, 2019 theme for camp. The Mugler dress. Oh my god, Mugler is my favorite designer.
Okay,
yes,
sure.
yes.
Okay.
Because you
love
a basic
bodysuit.
thought. Yes, I love Mugler.
No, sorry, Mugler has fun things, but yeah.
But like this teeny tiny waist and these big ass hips that she,
it looks painful, but in a good
fashion,
way. Yeah,
and this is what fashion has always been. Anyway, should we move on?
Yeah, sorry, we've got it.
Some games. Yeah, we ain't got a ton of time.
I know my bad.
Most overrated looks. Do you have any most overrated looks? It can be anything that we've stated here. I think I already said. I can go first, but
yeah, you go first. I don't know.
Mine definitely is Rihanna's yellow dress. That is to me easily the most overrated look.
Offended by that.
That's fine.
I really like that dress.
A lot of most people.
You know what? I do like that dress, but I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Especially as the more time has passed, and I think other people. I think at the time she wore that dress, it was like the impetus of Met being like pop culture. Looking back, it is simpler than I remember, and I can concede that in retrospect, an overrated look.
Okay.
However, she looks fucking good.
It's impossible for her not to look good. She looks good literally in a plastic bag. So paper bag, doesn't matter. She looks great.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to process that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who's the most overrated for you?
People really liked. Never mind. Again, my person is gonna be bleep it out. I really do think people really like that.
As a whole, the look.
Yeah, I think all of her looks. And again, I want to make it clear. I love her.
Yeah.
I think anytime she makes a best dress list, I'm like, you're wrong.
I mean, to be fair, nothing about that was good. Nothing was not. I have one piece from and it's
sitting in my closet. And I
wear it as a workout outfit. Anyways.
Okay. I had mine. I think I sold because I was like, what am I gonna do?
I did sell something. I sold like the pants, I think. Give it a chance. Hear Me Out. My Hear Me Out is Beyonce's. I don't know what year that was.
The ponytail.
Yeah, Beyonce's look with her sheer dress and the high blonde, super blonde ponytail. Mm-hmm. I love that look. I feel like the length of the dress is perfect. The way that the dress like sits on her is perfect. Mm. And I love a little sheer moment. I thought her makeup looked good. Mm. That's my Hear Me Out.
I get it. That image is just very clear. When I think of Beyonce at the Met, it is that image. Yep. That or the cursed image. The one where we're joking about the teeth. No, not the bangs. The bangs is from something else. I think my Hear Me Out, which I don't know if it needs to really be defended, is Bad Bunny in the Jacquemus.
One's got to go. Sorry, the microphone cut off and we really don't know what it did and did not catch. So we're going to do this game of one got to go and then we're really going to wrap it up. We're going to do like 2 games and then we're going to wrap it up. One got to go. Coleman Domingo, Zendaya, Rihanna, Gaga, Janelle Monáe.
Okay, to me, one of these is clearly not like the other.
I agree.
And I feel like it's Janelle Monáe. Like, I think if I'm looking at these people, I would rather see, by far.
I thought it was Gaga.
You don't even like, that's crazy because you don't even like Janelle Monáe. I mean, that's you don't dislike her.
I mean, I don't like Janelle Monáe's music or presence. Not that I don't like her as a person, but I don't like her brand, should I say. And then Gaga, I love her brand deeply. And I don't like, Gaga, the only Met Gala look I know is that pink one, but it wasn't good.
Well, yeah, if I really sit with that, the camp one is the only one. When she was a chairman, and I can't think of other times, but I'm thinking of Gaga as like an entity, as a fashion person. Yeah. And I think that is what excites me about seeing her.
That's fair.
Over where Janelle Monáe, I feel like I've seen. Like, I feel like I can guess what you're going to wear.
I totally.
And it's aligned.
Totally.
But I don't need to see it again.
Okay. For this particular thing, I am really excited to see Gaga, though, just because she does do drag.
Oh, God, I would love.
And I guess that does make this harder. I guess for this particular theme, Rihanna can go.
Wow. Okay, I was about to say, if this theme specifically, mainly because probably pregnant.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So she's not gonna not gonna get butch in the way that I would like her to, you know, if she was gonna do it.
That's okay.
Okay, and then Girls Who Gave Us Nothing. Award for the girl who consistently gives us nothing.
Well, I think the queen of nothing is Kendall Jenner. I can't even remember. I assume that she goes to the Met Gala. I have to believe she goes.
Wow.
Cannot think of one. I can't think of a single Kendall. There's one Kendall Jenner look I can think of, and I only know it because she dressed like her sister Kylie. They were twins. And so, yeah, I think Kendall gives nothing consistently. That is exactly the look because Kylie wore a blue one.
Now hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck on. This look right here.
Oh, what is this? Heavenly Bodies?
This Met Gala, she got on a silver. Honestly, she does look the same most years.
I agree.
Kendall always does some sheer.
Right.
Some level of sheer. Some of them look better than others, but there is one look in particular where she looks good at the Met.
Did I guess that theme? Is it Heavenly Bodies? I'm going to be...
If it's Heavenly Bodies, yeah, guess. See if that's,
I'm going to guess that it's Heavenly Bodies. 2021 theme.
Oh wow, she does consistently look pretty not great.
Yeah, like I think Kendall Jenner, where we were asking earlier, no, it's American Fashion was that year, but I think it gets bad.
We're looking at all of Kendall's years. She wore Off-White in 2018. Oh, God.
This is the one where she dressed her. They were like Vegas showgirls. They basically had big feathers. Kylie had a blue one. That's the one. She does. Okay,
she looks good in Givenchy and Givenchy in 2021.
Oh, this is when Kim wore that all black. She was with Kanye in this time.
She looks.
She does look silly.
Kendall.
This looks like a meme.
This looks like a joke. That is absolutely insane. Yeah. Okay, she looked really good in 2021.
I think when we were kind of saying like, is this fashion or is it thin? I think Kendall falls into thin.
Almost always thin.
And I think, don't get me wrong, she looks good. Yeah. But I think a lot of times they're like thin. Sure.
Right. Very much thin. Yeah. You know what? I'm good to go with Kendall as girl. Yeah. Gives nothing as well.
I don't know if Dua Lipa has ever been. I can't think of a Dua Lipa.
I believe Dua Lipa did go last year. I remember one Dua Lipa look, and she looked fucking great to me. And I remember everybody being like, okay. Dua Lipa.
Yeah. What I'm seeing, I don't like any of it, but sure.
Oh my God. I love this
of course,
Chanel
the Chanel,
look
of course it is.
so
why.
bad. I love this Chanel look so much.
I think, is it because it's just very girly?
This is one of my favorite fucking Met Gala looks.
That's insane.
Like, I love that shit.
Don't get me wrong. It does not look
And you know what, to be fair, bad. I just love it. You know what I mean? It's not like, this is
fashion.
This is fashion. It's just like
cute.
I love that.
I would love to wear this dress.
I love that down. It's so very simple.
It's also very classic Chanel. It's like very so structured. Classic
Chanel. And Chanel is my favorite
brand.
Designer.
Yeah,
yes, Chanel is my favorite designer.
It's very princessy. Like it's like this billowy thing.
A little bit.
And I wonder, maybe classic. If I'm taking this wrong, I think because I know you love pink. And do you just like
edgy.
Princessy? It is not edgy. Don't do that.
It is. Look at the black trim on it gives it a little bit of an edge. Like look at this photo right here.
No, I'm with you. It just looks like Chanel. It looks like Chanel like embroidery.
This has a little bit of edge to it.
Dua
Lipa has a little bit of edge in the the edges has edge and Dua Lipa has edge.
Okay,
I love it. Oh my God, it has pockets.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's like that. Like I don't know if tweed is the right way. It looks tweedy.
They always
but
Chanel loves a tweed moment. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, she ate that the fuck down. Sorry.
You know what's crazy to me?
What?
I prefer the way it was originally styled. I love the hat. I think if we're gonna go, let's go.
I also love that.
And to me,
I'm not gonna hold you.
Missing. I don't dislike it. That. I think I would have preferred if it had a hat and a glove.
That's
like
fair.
if we're gonna go like
her
this
hair
full
color
on,
and her lip and her makeup gives it an edge that Chanel doesn't easily lend. To.
Chanel's very girly.
Yeah, Chanel is definitely like structured
girly,
business even.
Mm-hmm.
Girly, classic.
Suit, pantsuit.
Yeah. I really think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think we have too much more to say.
I know we're ahead of the Met Gala, so by the time this comes out, will the Met Gala have happened?
No, the Met Gala will be coming out in like
4
days after. This comes out on the 1st. The Met is on the 5th. So yeah, the Met Gala takes place Monday, May 5th. 2025. Red carpet typically starts at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we will be, on Instagram judging just like everybody else.
Of course.
So join us there if you would like. Ryan, please let the folks know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on all socials at Good Guy Rai. That is GUD, Good Guy Rai. Where can we find you?
You can find me at BPLP Pod across all social media platforms. You can email me at blackpeopleloveparamore@gmail.com, and you can find my personal socials at Sequoia B. Holmes across all social platforms.
And listen to you, watch you.
Listen to me on the Daily Dirty Every Day on SiriusXM, on the Unwell On Air channel. You can also listen to me on channel 109 on SiriusXM if you're in your car.
I didn't realize it. I guess I always listen in my house on like the little AirPods. So I don't think I realized it was like it's got to be a car. Of course, it's a car thing as well. Oh, wow. But yeah, okay, come on, Matt. Let's go. Yeah. And then you will see us at the Met Gala soon.
Soon, I promise you.
Soon.
And I expect you to give me all the grace, even though I'm not giving any. I expect all the grace when I go.
Give me all the hate, because I really do feel like outdressing men, probably not that hard.
Fair.
So that's why I feel like...
Wow, that's very fair.
I'm like, I probably would outdress most men.
That's very fair.
But it could easily tip into Billy Porter land. And I would expect Sequoia to check me. I don't think I would ever tip into Billy Porter land. You think?
I think I really could see it.
That feels like an insult.
I really could see it. I don't even mean it as an insult. I'm just like, I see how easy it is to get there. I definitely see how easy it is to get there.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Definitely. But you're not Billy Porter. You know what I mean?
Right. Because it's easy to get there because I see how in your brain you're like, oh, this
is a moment.
And I think a part of the Billy Porter land is that he also... When he is like, I'm having a moment, he is selling a moment.
He lives there all the time. You know what I mean? That's where
he's
Billy
never
Porter,
not in the moment.
Billy Porter, right, is always in Billy Porter land. Mm-hmm. And it's fine to get there for, an event like the Met.
Sure.
But like when you're there at the Met and you're there also at dinner on Thursday, it's like...
It feels like you are not doing this because of the Met. It feels like if you could do this because it's Tuesday, you would
always do this. You would always do this, right?
You just needed an excuse.
Right, very much. So yes, while I do think you could get there, I don't think that it would be the same. Me in. I don't think it would be the same impact.
This is me at the Met Gala.
You would never. I could never imagine you. I could literally never imagine
Silly.
You.
No, I'm sure Billy Porter is a kind person.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
No, he actually seems great.
Okay, great. Let's get out of here.
Okay, bye. See you next time.